Have you ever been in a season where you've been doing all the right things, but nothing is changing? No progress, no answers, just silence. I've been in that place before, where it's not confusion and it's not a bad decision. It's just still. You're showing up, you're trying, you're doing what you believe is right, but nothing is moving. And after a while, that silence starts to feel heavy. You start asking, am I missing something? Did I get this wrong? Why does it feel like nothing is happening? And that's the hard part, because it's easier to deal with something going wrong than it is to sit in a season where nothing seems to be happening at all. And that's where the idea of faith gets tested. Not always when everything is falling apart, because in those moments, you react, you respond, you do something. But sometimes it's in the in-between season when everything is just quiet. And it's this scripture that comes to my mind, Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And what stood out to me wasn't just not seen, it was hoped for. Because hope is the hardest to hold on to. When nothing around you is changing, when you don't see progress, when you don't feel momentum, when there's no clear sign that anything is working. And yet, that's exactly where faith lives. Not in what you can see, but in what you're still choosing to believe. It made me think about the wind. You can't see it, but you feel it. You see what it does. The trees begin to sway. The leaves start to shift. You notice the effect it has, even though the wind itself is unseen. And in a similar way, just because you don't see anything changing doesn't mean nothing is there. That's when something shifted in me. Faith isn't always about taking a step forward. Sometimes it's about not giving up where you are. Holding on, even when there's no visible reason to. Even in the quiet, even when everything feels still. Just because nothing is moving doesn't mean nothing is happening. Because sometimes faith is found in what you're still holding on to when you can't see anything at all. If this spoke to you, you can find more reflections at jamesnorwoodjr.com. Faith Forward, turning the word into everyday life. Keep reading and keep living, trusting God every step of the way.